Uh, Good morning, geeks. I'm doing this one a little early in the morning um, to get it done, but yesterday I was filming and my computer froze up right in the middle of everything, so I lost everything I had filmed. But um, ah, it's screwed up, man. It's Arizona, so it gets down into 30s at night and it gets up into the 80s during the day. So it's like you can never figure out. It's just freaking cold in here, and I got my coffee and my mug, and I'm doing the filming. So, good morning, geeks, and I hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope you have a great Happy New Year in the next couple days, and everything's good and safe and healthy. We have a great 2018 because 2017 was jacked up. Okay. Um, as of 2018, the channel I'm going to do is going to split. I'm going to split here. I'm going to do the Re-Geeking stuff, which is just the geek stuff, comics and stuff like that, Godzilla movies and stuff. This is Space Godzilla right here. Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. Um, then I'm gonna do the other side of the screen, which is my love and passion of D&D and things that I've learned, and I'm gonna sort of do like a little school thing on different things that I've learned playing D&D for the last 35, 37 years. So, sorry. On that note, my family went out and got me a bunch of D&D stuff for Christmas, so I didn't do a video yet about what I got from it because I did some stuff on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. It's Re-Geeking on Instagram. And then on Twitter, I did that too. It's the same thing as Tim Mason on at Re-Geeking. Um, there, so I've had the whole week off just to be a geek and just to do whatever I want. I've completely re-geeked myself this whole week, this Christmas week, and I have had my phone off and I haven't talked to work at one time. Just they were going to make sure I was going to be in on Tuesday after New Year's Day, and I'm like, yeah, I'll be in. I'm not on vacation. I'll be in. I still got to work. So they're like, oh yeah, okay, because I'm taking a day off, so you'll be in charge. It's like, okay, great. So I come back and my first day, I'll be in charge. After I have nothing, after a whole week off, I'm gonna be there. They're gonna be like, okay, you're in charge now. It's like I don't know what the hell's going on, but whatever. All right. So, um, my family went out and got me a bunch of. They got me a bunch of miniatures. Um, I got a bunch of miniatures because I used to do miniatures back in the day. I used to have the Ralph Partha miniatures, the D&D miniatures. They used to come in a little box, a little cinder box, and they had D&D ones, and they were little lead figures, the lead figures, suck on them, lead, not a pewter, but I had those and Ralph Partha paints and stuff like that. And I used to paint those when I was a kid and use those. But I got out of it when I had my own kids and I didn't have time and stuff like that. So remember, you drift away from being a geek and took care of the family and the kids. I was a geek with the kids, and I was so now it's my turn. So like they get me back into painting. I follow some guys on Instagram like the Pickle Dragon and Steel Havoc and some other guys on there that are great Instagram sites for miniatures and stuff, and they've got me inspired to do some more stuff. So I'm like, they then went out and they got me some stuff. So what they did was is they went to a game store and they got me a gift certificate, but they wanted me to have something to open so I could do it. So they went and they called everybody in the group and they figured out what characters they had in the group, and they bought those for me. So I'd have their characters. So it's pretty cool. So I'll show you real quick what I have. Start first with me. They got me. That's me. I'm a dwarf cleric, Olin the Burnt, and my OCD dwarf. Yeah, dwarf cleric. Okay, so they got me him. Oh, they're Bones Reapers. I've never done it before. They're the plastic mold cut shape. They look really detailed. Um, I haven't painted these before. I guess I'm back into this. I haven't done them forever, but these are the ones I saw. So they got me these Reaper bones. My son, they picked out this one. This is going to be him. He's a barbarian. Okay, so he always plays a barbarian. He's played an assassin before, but it's hard to play an assassin in D&D, isn't it? I mean, why are you assassin? Why do you want an adventure? Unless you're there to kill, like you've been hired to kill the main guy, but most of the time you just it's sort of hard to play assassin. You gotta be really good. A druid, there's a druid elf in my group. They couldn't find an actual druid elf in the fix. So I got this one. Ancestral, whatever it is. That's pretty cool looking, huh? And then my daughter's gonna be she's an elf ranger right there. So there's hers. She got that one. There's a monk in our group. There we go. We got a monk. Oh wait, let's turn this way. There you go. There's a monk. Yeah. And then my wife's gonna start playing. And she didn't know what she wanted to be, so she's gonna make herself a female paladin. Don't worry about it. I just got this yesterday with the gift certificates. Don't worry about the price. I got it. So I got her this one on my gift certificate. So I got it. Pretty cool, huh? So I got those. And then what else do we got? I have another character in my group, another paladin, my other son. My other son has a paladin. And so they didn't sell. These are the D&D ones. These are the actual D&D, not Reapers, but D&D ones. And they had two elf, human paladins. So got me two of those in that pack. Those are pretty cool, man. Those are really detailed. It's gonna be hard to paint those. It's gonna be hard. I got a bunch of Citadel paints. So those are the ones I'm familiar with. So I got a bunch of those, and they picked me out one monster in the last dungeon they were going through. They got bugbears, so my son said, "Get him bugbears." So I got bugbears, and these are Pathfinder. Really, they're Pathfinders, but they'll work, right? I mean, they're just monsters, so they'll work. So those are the figures I got that I got to start practicing on trying to paint. So if anybody's got any tips, let me know. I've already watched a couple channels that have shown me some tips on painting, getting back into it. I know about wet brush and dry brush and washes and stuff like that and all that good stuff. So other stuff I got. My daughter went out and got me this from sorry guys, hold on, give me a second. Forged Dice Company. She got me this right here, and you open it up, and there are all the steel dice. Check these things out. They're pretty damn cool. Steel dice. So, focus in on that camera. Focus in on that. Would you please? There you go. There's a 12. There's a 20. Pretty cool, huh? There you go. There's a good focus. Look at that. Yeah. Boom. Wait, there it is. Look at that. 20. Kill. So I want to see that a lot. But then I was joking around with her. As I said, if it rolls on the table, if I roll these on the table, they're going to dig divots out of the table because they're steel. They're like, listen to that. Okay, so they're like steel. So she said, "Well, open the next present up, Dad. Don't be a dork. Open the next present up." So what did I get? A dice forge or a forged dice rolling tray. So now I can roll and not ruin my freaking dining room table. Yeah, there you go. So it's very cool. The little chest it comes in. Is really nice. It's cool as hell holding them. Isn't that nice? And it's like a pewtered steel too, like a pewtered. And you open it up, and there they are. That's pretty kick-ass. I was like, yeah, that is cool as hell. And then Tori, another girl, a friend of ours from the family, who plays with us, gave me a gift, and I put it on Instagram. Probably seen it from my Instagram, but she gave me that. a mug. Oh, you like that? That's pretty cool, huh? Every dungeon master needs a mug, right? So she gave me that, and inside she just packed it full of dice. I got more dice. I got more, but you can never have enough dice, right? Dice. I got dice. So I got a bunch of D&D stuff. It's very cool. Um, so I got those. Right, that's cool. So I got all my people gave me D&D, cool D&D stuff. I did get some other stuff too. I'm in the middle of playing. I just finished the campaign mode on Call of Duty World War II, and in the multiplayer, and I did pretty good. I did pretty good on that last night for my first try. Battlefield's hard. Call of Duty's run and gun, spray and pray. That's easy. That's more my style. Battlefield is more like you gotta strategy and stuff. Call of Duty is more like just run around and just blow the crap out of people. So, other thing, one more thing I think I can say. Let's see, blah 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 blah. Games. Yeah. So my son gave me a gift certificate to get some tattoos, a tattoo that I've been wanting to get, and so over the week I got a tattoo. And the problem is I'm sort of addicted. I already have some tattoos. You can't see them, but if you have tattoos, you sort of don't know, you get addicted to them. And so I went for one, and I came home with two. Because the guy had time. He's a good artist. He's a nice guy. My son and him are friends and stuff. So he's like, no, get on. We'll do the other one. So I did two. So here's what I got. All right. First one. And focus in on that. I got my spirit animal. I got Godzilla with Gojira in red. And so I found this picture. I loved it. I'm not sure who the artist is, but it's very cool. I love that picture. Okay. And the second one is this one. So I got my love of D&D and got the symbol. Anybody who looks at it just think it's a dragon. Anybody who's a nerd who plays D&D will know exactly what that is, like a calling card, right? So there they are. What do you think? Huh? So the reason why I got those, may ask you, like, oh, I gotta get those for? Well, I got these because these are things that helped me through my life. When I was a kid, I moved around a lot. And the only things that were consistent in my life, I was always a geek. I was always the one kid who was, my brothers were never nerds. Far from it. Completely different lives. But I was the nerd. I was like the complete different. I was comic books, and I was monster movies, and I was, everything else, D&D, all that stuff. I was robots and everything. I was always into that stuff. Loved it. My family was like, okay, you're the nerd of the family. Even in my extended family, I was the nerd. No one else was. But I always had Godzilla because I loved Godzilla, and the shows would come on in the morning, and if I didn't have anything to do, I was always watching Godzilla movies. So it was like one of my first experiences into nerddom was I just fell in love with Godzilla. I always have. I got a big poster right up there. You can't see it right now, but I also have a little Godzilla right there. Now I have my spirit animal with me all the time, right? And so we'll talk about that later because I have to do some stuff about Godzilla. And then D&D. D&D was always part of, since grade school when I first got introduced to it back in 1970, had to be 79, 78. First got introduced to D&D, and then it helped me make friends when I moved to different schools. I met different people, and we played, and it was always something that always was with me, and it's been with me, and I've met people who played, and I've played since then, since like 1978, and I've always played some part of D&D. I've always either had a group or didn't have, I've put people, had friends or family that played. My kids play now. I had in-laws in my wife's family plays. We played. All his friends played. My brother-in-law and all his friends played. So we played as much as we could then. First edition, second edition. We didn't play much third. We didn't play much fourth. I played fourth with my family, but now we're into fifth. So it's always been that kind of thing where I always could fall back on my D&D. If I didn't have anything to do, I'd always read, I'd create, I'd draw D&D stuff. So that's what sort of got me into it. Really, it has helped me, and I'll discuss this later in the other side of the screen about how it has helped me as a person, and why I said it was evil in the 70s and 80s, but why really it helped me and it didn't help me. There was parts of it were bad, parts of it were good, but we'll talk about that later. But this is just Christmas episode. So that was what I got for Christmas. So what do you think? Got my tattoos. I'm gonna start painting. I got my Citadel paints. I got some brushes. Oh yeah, I got some brushes too. I got some brushes. Brushes? I got brushes. Precious. My brushes. I got brushes. Yes. So I got those. I had one already. I bought one. I bought one time just to have a brush. I thought I was gonna paint again, but I never used it. Oh, I think it's all right. Don't do that. As you can see, my coworker has not showed up to work today. She's in the living room. She gets cold and she wants to lay in the living room, so I don't know why. So that's it. That's what I got. So that's what I got for Christmas. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Um, I'm not gonna say follow, like, subscribe. You know, I just did. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. I'm just doing this. But check it out. Check out. I'm gonna do, like I said, the other side of the screen. It's gonna be a. I'm gonna go over some stuff, not rules. I don't go over the rules as much because the rules are the rules. You can pick or choose rules, whatever you want to use. Really, D&D, everybody knows that. It played long enough. It's like the rules are there for guidelines. But we'll go over situations that I've encountered, things that I dealt with, how I played with them, stuff like that. So I think that's it for the video today. Like I said, have a happy New Year. That's not it. That's it. So happy New Year, guys. Remember, 2018's got to be better, right? And that's it, man. Be happy. Be nice to each other. And let's be cool. Play D&D. Roll 20s. All right. Later.